Hey, it's Melissa. Welcome to my $100,000 stock experiment, year 3, week 34, ending December 4th, 2020. This isn't an endorsement to purchase any stocks that I bought, nor an endorsement to purchase stocks in general. I'm on a mission to become a great growth stock investor, and I'm letting you watch me on my journey. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and celebrate my successes. According to the IBD at investors.com, the market is in a confirmed uptrend, which means it's a good time to be buying stocks. The S&P 500 index is looking strong to me. It's up 1.7% for the week, and it closed at an all-time high. I had wanted to see it above this blue box that I had drawn around a price from the beginning of September, and this index stayed above that all week. I made 4 purchases this week. I made a B1 in PennyMac Financial Services, and then I made add-on buys in Neogenomics, Tesla, and Yeti Holdings. Every time I purchase a stock, I put a stop limit order at my floor. Initially, it's 8% below the purchase price. PennyMac Financial Services, stock symbol PFSI. I've held this stock before, and it just cleared the 50-day line and seems to be holding that. I'd like to see this move above and hold 62.20. It didn't do very well against my tweak screen. It had a low RS of 87, lower than I like. It had the accumulation distribution, a bad rating with a D-. The industry relative strength is an F. But it does have triple-digit sales and earnings that I liked. I did move my floor tight to 31-day exponential moving average, so it's likely that this could trigger a sell, but I may be better off selling and putting my money into some of my other existing holdings. I've held this for the 5 days, and I have a 2.1% gain. Every week I review my charts and see if there's a place that I can raise my floor. Nvidia is up 2% this week, but not moving as much as I'd like to see it move. My other chip stocks, AMD and Taiwan Semiconductor, are doing better. It was hard to figure out where I wanted to move my floor since the moving averages have all converged and I can't really put it up there. But I put my floor 2% below the low from 1124, which is that red arrow. I'm hoping that it doesn't drop below that, but giving it a little bit of wiggle room. And that also happens to be just about the same low that the stock had on November 10th with the blue arrow. My goal for Nvidia is that it closes next week above 550. I've held Nvidia just over 2 weeks and it's up 2.2%. Advanced Micro Devices, stock symbol AMD. AMD is off to a nice start. I've held it for 2 weeks and it's up over 7%. I'd like to see it close and hold above $95. It'd be really great if it could break 100. And I did raise my floor to the 16-day simple moving average, which is that diagonal green line. HoloGic Inc., stock symbol HOLX. HOLX has moved off the 50-day line and is hitting resistance around 74. It is up 4.5% for the week, but down 1% after hours on Friday. I would like to see this stock hold or go above $74. And I did raise my floor to that diagonal red line, the 50-day simple moving average. Don't let a double-digit gain turn into a loss. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, stock symbol TSM. TSM broke out of the 2-week consolidation that it's been having, and it closed at a 52-week high. It's up 5% this week, and I want to look for a spot to buy some more. Can it break and hold 105? I've held this stock for 4 weeks and it's up 13%, and I did raise my floor to the 31-day exponential moving average, which is that diagonal blue line. Roku Inc., stock symbol ROKU. Roku is making nice progress. It's up over 7% this week, and I'd like to buy some more. I have 2 buys in this. One I've held for 3.5 weeks and it's up 27%. Yay! And one I've held for just under 2 weeks and it's up 7.7%. Paycom Software, stock symbol PAYC. Paycom's up about another 5% this week. On Wednesday, I was thinking of selling and taking my 20% profit in 8 weeks, which is customary for CAN Slim style trading. But on Thursday, it cleared resistance at 420 and continued to climb on Friday. Both those days were up in volume. It closed the week in an all-time high of 437.15. I did raise my floor to the 16-day simple moving average, and I also set an alert at 420. If this stock can't hold 420, then I might go in and sell and try and get out with a 20% profit. I have 2 buys in this. My B1 I've held just about 9 weeks and it's up 28%. And my B2 I've held for just under 8 weeks and it's up 15.7%. I like to add to positions as the stocks prove themselves. Yeti Holdings, stock symbol YETI. I made a B2 on this stock on Monday, and then it didn't really perform that well this week, this stock. It's my only stock that lost ground. It's down 2.1% for the week, and it is straddling that 8-day simple moving average. So I left my floor where it was last week. I would like to see the stock close above the 8-day simple moving average. I have 2 buys in this stock. My B1 I've held for 2.5 weeks and it's up 8.2%. And my B2 I've held for 5 days and it's down 0.4%. Neogenomics, stock symbol NEO. This stock's acting well. It's holding its 8-day simple moving average, but it didn't beat the S&P 500 this week. I made a B3 on Tuesday, and I raised my floor up to that 16-day simple moving average, which is that diagonal green line. I have 3 buys. My B1 I've held for 2.5 weeks, and it's up 12.6%. My B2 I've held just under 2 weeks, and it's up 5%. And my B3 I've held for 4 days, and it's up 1.5%. Tesla Inc., stock symbol TSLA. Tesla kissed the 8-day simple moving average on Wednesday, just like Roku did, and then it popped back up. I did raise my floor to the 16-day simple moving average, the diagonal green line. Tesla had tight price action on Thursday and Friday. Can it reach and hold 600? I have 3 buys in this stock. My B1 I've held for 3.5 weeks and it's up 42.7%. My B2 I've held for 2.4 weeks and it's up 19.5%. And my B3 I've held just the 5 days and it's up 3.5%. Awesome. And I did sell 1 stock this week. Retractable Technologies Inc., stock symbol RVP. I sold it on Monday at $11.15. I might buy this again and play the spread between $10 and $14. It seems to go down to 10 and then back up to 14, and then that would be a 40% gain if I could do that correctly. So I had 2 buys in this. Both of them I sold on Monday. My B1 I held just under 2 weeks and I had a 9.3% gain, and my B2 I held for a week and 2 days and I had a 7% loss. My current holding bar chart shows 1 bar for each week or portion of a week that I've held a stock, and it's just showing for my B1 $10,000 initial purchase. The dashed black line shows the $10,000 purchase amount, and the solid yellow line at 9,200 is my 8% floor. NVIDIA in the dark green is off to a slow start, and Yeti in the orange has pulled back a little bit, but the rest of the stocks are performing well and increasing in value. My weekly percentage change, I sort this with the lowest value on the top, and the ones that I've highlighted in red didn't beat the S&P 500's 1.7% gain for the week. For stocks that I've held for only a portion of the week, like PFSI, the gain shown is from my purchase price and not the gain for the entire week. I'd like my stocks to be gaining at least 1% a week, and they should be beating the S&P 500. The current dollar value gain is also sorted with the lowest value on the top. And again, this is just for my $10,000 B1 purchase. I have no losers this week. All my stocks have gains, which is great. I have 5 stocks that are up less than 10%, PFSI, NVIDIA, HOLX, AMD, and Yeti. Then I have 2 stocks that are up about $1,300, NEO and TSM, 2 stocks up about $2,700, Roku and Paycom, and Tesla is up $42.69 for the B1 purchase. After 2 years and 34 weeks, my $100,000 has grown to $160,048 versus the S&P 500 for the same time frame has grown to $139,258. The change in my portfolio for the week, most of the gains came from my existing holdings, $4,825 gain from my existing holdings from last week to this week. The stocks that I held last week and sold this week, I lost $606 from last week to this week. And then my new purchases, I made a total of $384 this week. On the left-hand side, circled in the bottom in blue, is the S&P 500 change for the week, 1.7%. On the right-hand side on the bottom, circled in blue, is the Melissa method change for the week, up 3%. And then circled in the yellow on the left-hand side is the S&P 500 for my experiment year, which started mid-April. The S&P 500 is up 32.6% versus 10.6% for the Melissa method. So the S&P 500 since mid-April, has been kicking my butt. The industry and sector breakdown shows that I'm most heavily invested in leisure, followed by chips, and then medical and auto. I have $4,000 in cash that I'd like to use for a B3 of Roku, which is doing great. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel, The Melissa Method. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want an alert when I post a new episode.